Oh, hello, Associated Gamblers across the country. Let's do a recapture show. A recap show tonight. Recapture? Huh. Let's not have that. Let's do a recap show tonight. DNRS selections for Balmoral Park Saturday, September the 27th. We'll see what kind of nonsense happened tonight out there. Alright, before I get started, Dean McGee did not drive tonight. He didn't show up again. I don't know. Anybody know what's going on with him? With Dino? This is like the third time in the last week and a half that he's called off. A couple times at Maywood, tonight at Balmoral. It's not like Dino to call off. So, I'm just wondering what's going on with him. Anyway, he didn't drive tonight. So, getting into the recap here. How'd you guys do tonight? Pick a lot of winners? Get yourself some winners? Did you get touted by some grooms on the backstretch, or some trainers, or maybe some drivers touting you and telling you your horse is going to be good, and we ought to be good tonight, and you can bet me, and we're going to roll down the road, and all that kind of stuff? Did you get some inside info from people on the inside who tout you and then you go busted? Huh? I don't know. Well, anyway, I know how that goes. Top rated winners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 top rated winners. 2 second rated winners. So that would be 8 winners came out of my top 2 rated horses in 13 races. 1 third rated winner. And then we had a 4th rated winner. So if you want to add all those top 4 selections up, that's 10 winners came out of my top 4 selections out of 13 races. But more importantly, 6 of them were top rated and 2 of them were second rated. So there you go. But you know what? Didn't have shit in the first race. Nothing. One horse win it, 25-1, Kruger, coming from Maywood, Western Slammer. Came over to Maywood Park and just jogged on him. Came in 1-2-6-5. I had the 2, 5, and 6. No, I had the 2 and 5, no 6. Oh, I didn't have no dots, big boy. With Jay Fox, whoever he is. Who's this Jay Fox guy now shows up? Like this one guy once said years and years ago. He used to work for us. He used to say, I don't know where they come from, but they just keep right on coming. Isn't that the truth? So anyway, nothing in race number 1. Congratulations to Orville Rush and Angie Affronti and Matt Kruger for putting across Western Slammer at 25-1. I guess if you box up the 2 female trainers in the race, oh no, we had a 3rd female trainer, Bava. Nicole was in the race also, but she didn't get nothing, and I had her rated 2nd. Big Mile last week, didn't race 2 steps tonight. But if you box up the top 3 female trainers in the race, Affronti, Kathy Vaughn, and Nicole Bava, boy, you caught yourself a huge exacta if you're a woman better. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There are people like that out there. I'm going to come out there and box up the females tonight. I like when those females race and train because they do a good job. They're hard workers. They work hard, those female trainers. Yes, they do. They're at that barn every day in the morning. They're brushing them, and they're washing them, and jogging them, and training them. Yeah, they work hard. Just like Julie Miller out there on the East Coast. She came from Chicago. Yeah, and she's a top trainer. And then other girl, Tracy Brainerd. Yeah, she wins all kind of races. Another top female trainer. You met those female trainers, and you'll be good in the long run because they are good trainers. And Robin Schott, but she retired, and she's going to be the director of racing at Cal Expo now. Yeah, and she's going to go out there, and she's going to run the show. Oh, Robin, I might have to go pay Robin a visit out there. Reminisce about old times and talk about our old late friend Ricky Vigon. Yeah, I'm just getting crazy tonight, aren't I? So anyway, let's move on to race number 2. What happened in here? Oh, got burned. got burned in here. Yeah. I had him rated 586,419. I had the 8 horse who ran second at nice odds with Smolin, Gabby Ray. Had him on top with the 1 horse for second in the exactas. But here comes the 3 horse. Joyful Rock, 12-1 morning line, Dale Heitman. Oh, let's see, this horse hasn't run 2 steps. Let's see, he did win a race down here, a 2-year-old race, now winners of 1, back in August, and then he proceeded to get destroyed at Hoosier Park, 2 races. Then last week in this class, with Dave the Hands McGee driving him, he sat, he pulled, he was 3rd in the lane and just hung like a grape. Didn't get nothing. But somehow he ran tonight. Ran right over us all at big odds. Beat me out of my nice exacta. 8-1 exacta was paying $250 that I had. But there it is, the Hitman Heitman, the old salad tosser, came right up the inside and just tossing that salad, baby. Tossing that salad up on the inside. That's the salad tosser getting up. I know why they call him the salad tosser, because when he sits in the bike, he likes to go like this and toss salad. Looks like he's tossing salad. I like the good old boys back there. Yeah, let's have some fun. Anyway, I didn't catch nothing in the 2nd race. What are you going to do? But then we cashed in the 3rd race here. I had him rated 5,327,410. And it came in 2,357. So the top 4 rated horses, box them up if you like to do that kind of a bet. And you can box them up in the exacta, the tries, the supers. And if you do that, or, you know, you could just... the 2nd rated horse ran 2nd, and the top rated horse ran 3rd, and the 4th rated horse ran 4th. The winner was the 2 horse. He was only 3rd rated at a nice $19 mutual. Yep, $19 mutual on Parked on the Street. Won his 1st race in 2 years. Matter of fact, his 2nd race in 3 years. He's 1 for 30 the last 3 years at Balmoral Park. But he got there tonight. Yeah, he had a little trainer change though, to the old Seekman boys. Last start, he ran a nice race at Maywood. He was 3rd, first start for the Seekman boys, but they got him rolling tonight, and he raced big. Old Parked on the Street, he used to be a halfway decent horse, but he got so stale in that Perrin barn, he would never win. But anyway, he got there tonight, and the exacta paid a nice $126. The try paid $293, and the super paid $410. Nice payoffs right there. Had them all right there. So that's how that race went. That was a casharoo race. And then we moved on to race number 4. Well, had the top rated winner in there, $8.20, the 7 horse, Fox Valley Flora. The 8 horse was scratched, so he was out the door. He was top rated. But he was scratched, so that made the 7 top rated. Had him rated 75942 after the scratch. 7 horse wins the race, $8.20. Okay, not bad for the win payout. But what happens? Get burned out of the exact in the try because the 3 horse got there. Shake it to the moon, baby. Shake it to the moon. 1 for 20 this year. Has not hit the board at Balmoral Park in 8 starts. 8 starts, 0, 0, 0. And to take it a step further, last year in 2013 at Balmoral Park, 7 starts, 0, 0, and 1/3. So in 15 starts, the last 2 years, the horse was not 1st or 2nd in 15 starts. And then when you look at his nice little lines here, he's going up to non-winners of 3 lifetime, non-winners of 2-3. Maywood last start, had the 7 hole, never made a move, got beat 18 lengths. Start before that at Balmoral, 2 hole, just sat on the wood, sat 5th, Never went forward. Didn't pace 2 steps. Finished 6 by 7.5. Nothing in this class. Start before that, Hoosier Park, destroyed. Start before that at Maywood, he won with Carpenter off the wood in a non-winners of 2 at Maywood Park. So anyway, he wound up getting there tonight second at long odds and beat me out of the exacta and the try because he came in 7-3-2-5 and I had 7-2-5. But that's the way it went, pal. That's the way it went. Another burn. Move on to race number 5, which is the start of the pick 5. Of course it's the start of the pick 5 because it's a 6-horse field. It's one of those 6-horse no-price fields. You know that Doc loves to put on the first race of the pick 5 every night. You know, he can't never. Oh, hey, you know, it's a mortal sin if Doc were to put a 10 or a 9 race field on the start of the pick 5 to make it more interesting. Oh no, oh no. Doc's got to put a 6-horse field every night on the start of the field with dead chalks. That's what Doc does. Got to be out of your mind if you're a race secretary that you want this kind of races on the start of pick 5. Short fields with dead chalks to start off a pick 5. Come on already. I mean, wake up. He won't do nothing about it because the more you bitch about it, I ain't never going to put that on there. They bitch about it, yeah. Forget that Nance. Who do you think he is telling me what to do? Yeah, well, Doc, you know, why don't you think about the handicappers sometime and think about the bettors. It makes things a little more interesting. You put a big field on the start of the pick 5. Maybe you can knock half the people out half the time. Okay, make it interesting and get bigger payouts. Man, I gotta tell people how to do their jobs because obviously they don't know how to do it. Race secretaries don't know how to do their jobs. Stewards don't know how to do their jobs. Track owners don't know how to run racetracks. What are we doing here? No wonder why the business is in the shape it's in. Yeah. That's right. They all went to college, you know. They got that college education. Went to Harvard and this one, that one, or somewhere. And they're all smart businessmen. But that's why the business is down the tubes, going down the tube, because they're all so smart. They know what to do. We're going to make changes for the better. Yeah, sure you do. Oh boy, I'm really going at it tonight. Anyway, 5th race here. You know. Another one of these, I'm a Barasona. Can't stand that horse. Hate the horse. I wish they would take this horse out east and keep him out east and let him race out there. Hate this inconsistent breaking rat. Okay, I guess I can't call him a rat because he's made $700 grand. But to me, as far as betting goes, rat. Okay, because he's an inconsistent horse. You don't know when he's going to run, what he's going to do, this and that and the other thing. Okay. But he got there tonight and he won. He broke last week. He broke at the start with Seekman. Today he was distanced at the quarter, but he kicked right in and come flying because he's that late closer, late kicker. I don't bet these kind of races. When I see a race like this, X the whole page out, move on to the next race. They can keep these races, okay? They can keep these garbage free-for-alls, fields. Oh, these good horses. They're good. I'd rather bet on 4 claimers than these kind of horses, okay? You guys like to watch these kind of horses? Go watch them. Good for you. Good for you. I hate it. I hate it. Give me the old solid full fields of claimers or decent condition races and stuff. Ah, man. So he starts out the pick 5 with a 6-horse field. The 3-horse wins it. I'm a Barasona. I didn't even bet the race, but I did bet the pick 5. We'll get into that too. So I put about $30 or so into the pick 5, you know, different combination tickets. I used the 3, 4, and 5 to start the first leg because, you know, the winner's got to come out of one of those 3. And so I started out the pick 5 with those 3. Now, moving on to the 6th race, I singled the 2-horse in my pick 5. He was a top-rated horse. He paid $8.40 to win. Nice price. I had him rated 234,715. Yeah, 234,715. Came in 2,598. So the 9 burned me out of the trifecta. Had the exacta. That paid a nice 77.80 to 2.5 exacta. And had the 2-horse to win and had him singled in the pick 5. on all my tickets. Alright, so that was a decent, I'll take the $77.80 payout on the exacta and take the win price. Got burned out of the try. Moving on to the race number 7. Top rated winner again. Mr. Virgin. Used the 3 and the 6 on my tickets. They were top 2 rated. I had them rated 3, 6, 2, 4, 7, 1. I used the 3, 6 on my tickets, and I used the 2, 3, 6 on one of my tickets. He paid $9.60, this top rated winner. Did you get that horse from the barn? Did the barn tell you that he's ready to win? Or a groom? Or someone like that, All those touts you find at the tracks and at the OTBs and running around touting people. Drivers even tout people. They call guys up. I like my horse tonight. This one's good. Yeah, I like him. You know why? They're looking for a tip. They're looking, yeah, I put him on a winner. Let's see if he comes and takes care of me now. I don't want no tips. Keep the tips, okay? This is where I get my tips from, right here, the harness side. Right here, the DNRS formula. That gives me all those 6 top-rated winners. I like to see a driver call me up and tell me, 6 drivers call me up and tell me they're going to win tonight. Yeah, every time they call you up, the horse is up the track. I don't listen to nothing like that. The only one you listen to is trainers, because they know better than drivers. Drivers just get on them. Listen to trainers. Because when people used to ask me about my horses, go back over there and ask them. Ask them when they ask me. I never lied to nobody. If they asked me, I told them the truth. I like my horse tonight. He trained good. He's good. He's classified. I got a big shot. Or, I don't know, he's not feeling too good. He's off his feet. Or he's overclassified. Or I got a bad post. Or, got a bad driver tonight or something. Whatever. Anyway, had the top-rated winner in that 7th race. Still alive in my pick 5s. But, of course, I got burned out of the exacta and the try because the 9 horse Fox Valley Hotshot held on for second. Another one coming from Maywood Park. Race 4 starts at Maywood. One second place finish, sucking around Maywood's track, sitting on the rail and sucking up and coming up. At Balmoral, his last 2 starts at Balmoral. He had a 7 post. 8th by 12 at the quarter, 9th by 11 at the half, 10th by 18 at the 3/4, and then he decided to run because something was wrong with him. Distance broke. Start before that, Balmoral. Had the 4-hole, got away 5th, sat in the wood, never pulled, never made a move. Finished 7th by 7. Got the 9-hole tonight. He's 1 for 20 this year. He did win at Balmoral Park. He did win, but his recent form garbage. But he got there at big odds tonight, 30-1 I think he was or something. And he burned me out of my exacta and try. Came in 3-9-4-6. I had the 4-6 underneath the top-rated 3. Well, whatever. 960 win mutual. Still alive in the pick 5. Let's move on to the 8th race. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4th leg of the pick 5. All right. I'm alive with the 1 and 10 in the next leg. Galactic Star and Major Mail. I had them rated 110-9, 387. My 4th rated horse won the race and beat me. My 2nd rated horse ran 2nd, who I would have been alive with in the pick 5, the 10 horse, Galactic Star. So the 4th rated horse won. He beat the 2nd rated. And then it came in 3-10-7-2. And I had the 7 third for the try, if it would have came 10-3-7, but I didn't. But we do a little backup bet now, the Syndicate boys. What we do is we take the top 2 rated horses and we put them on top 5 deep. And then we back that up, running them for 2nd with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rated horse over the top 2 with all the other numbers for 3rd. It's a $12 bet for 50 cents. It's a saver bet. It's a backup bet. And we started doing that this week. You know why? because we got our ass burned last week by not doing it, last Saturday night. Blew that $11,000 trifecta when my 4th rated or 5th rated horse beat my top rated horse, and that thing paid 11 grand that night, that try, last Saturday, you remember. I had the 10 horse, Anderson, on top, 14-1. The 7 horse beat him, Seekman, jumped up and beat him at the wire. So, said enough of that. Got to back it up. So, this week we're backing it up, and it's paid off several times. So, you wait for the big ones to hit, but you got to, back up those top 2 rated horses. We'll run them for second now with the other horses that are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rated. So that's what happened in here. So the try came back 175. So that saved our bets when the 4th rated horse beat the 2nd rated horse. So anyway, got knocked out of the pick 5 in that race. And we'll move on to race number 9, where I singled the 1 horse in my pick 5s. Had him in all my tickets, single. I had him rated 1-2-8-4-7-3 in that race. It came in 1-2-7-3. That was good enough for the exacta try-in super with the top rated horse on top. So, the 1 or 10 wins to start the race before I got to pick 5. But of course, it's another one of those 4 out of 5 on 3 different tickets, 4 out of 5. That's why I don't put much money into it, because they don't hit it that good. Don't hit them. You don't get burned somehow. So that's what happened. And it paid $2,000. $2,000. Pick 5. DNRS numbers. Top rated, 4th rated, top rated, and then used the 3, 4, and 5 in the first leg. And missed it. $2 grand. $2 grand. Because I didn't spread out in the 4th leg with the 4th rated horse. Anyway, getting back to the 9th race results. Had the exacta ice cold for 2080, 1-2. Had the try, came back 170-180. And the super, 368. Top rated horse on top with all the other numbers underneath. So those were halfway decent exactas. The try and the super paid good. And the exacta was ice cold, paid $20. Moving on to the 10th race, started the pick 4. Had him rated 2-1-6-4-3-5. Came in 2-4-3. It was good enough for the exacta and the try with the top rated horse on top. He was a dead cinch. Best bet of the night, Furious Frank, paid $360. Started him off, played some pick 4 tickets. Started him off as a single in the pick 4. And also took a couple backup tickets with the other horses in the other legs, with a few horses in this leg. But didn't put much into the pick 4. Didn't look like it was going to pay that much. And it didn't. Anyway, the exacta paid $820. And the try paid a measly $53. Started out the pick 4. Top rated winner. 11th race. Had him rated 3-6-2-9-4-8. Here we go again. Got burned out of the exacta and the try. 2nd rated horse won. Ice scraper. It was very tight between. They rated between the 3 and the 6. I decided to put the 3 on top over the 6, simply because he beat him twice when they raced in the Tony Murillo Super Night events. And Big Daddy Woo Woo beat the 6. I know the 6 is going to the top with all that speed, but he quits all the time. He didn't quit tonight. 48-4. Fastest mile of the year. So anyway, 2nd rated horse won. And then my top rated horse ran 3rd. And my 3rd rated horse ran 4th. So the 1 horse beat me out of the exacta and the try, which wasn't going to pay that much anyway, because they were chalks. The 1 horse, Some Heartthrob, sits in the 2-hole, gets sucked along behind the ice scraper. The 1 horse has got speed. He's going to follow him. But then when ice scraper starts pulling away, any horse that usually sits in the 2-hole, when the leader's pulling away, they quit. Takes the air right out of them. They start sucking all that air by themselves, cutting their own mile, and here's somebody sitting in the hole behind them, or somebody else coming from the back, goes right by. Not this time. He held right on there. He held right on. Big Daddy Woo Woo couldn't pass him, sitting behind him the whole mile. Couldn't go by him. And neither could the two Prairie Thunder sitting behind him. So anyway, that was it. 30-1. 30-1. Some heartthrob got there at 30-1. Coming from Maywood again. Coming from Maywood. Let's see. Last start at Balmoral, he was in the non-winners of 4,000. Last 5. Tonight, non-winners of 9,500. Way up in class. And he had the rail, and he whacked it out and finished third. Quit like a pig. Couldn't win. Couldn't win in non-winners of 4,000. Start before that, had the 2-hole, non-winners of 4,000. Sat on the wood, pulled in the stretch, and went backwards again. Couldn't win, non-winners of 4,000. Start before that, another 2-hole. Sat in the 2-hole the whole mile. Couldn't go forward, wound up third. Beat a couple lengths. Hey, he won a couple races. He went to Maywood, you know, where you can go around the bull ring with the speed and go around the bull ring, and you can beat anybody when you get to the top there. And but then when that was both on a sloppy track, by the way. And then when it was a fast track at Maywood last start, and he had the 3-hole in non-winners of 9,500. He tried leaving, he got his ass parked, and he backed up 8 by 9. But anyway, he sucked right around there. He cut his own mile, lost, ice scraper drew out. He's still sitting there sucking air, but he was able to hang on at 30-1 because he burned everybody. Because, you know, everybody had 6-3, 6-3-2. Everybody and their brother had it. So that's why the public always loses. So that's why these horses get there and burn everybody. Because people rip up tickets, You see them all over the floor, all over the place. Anyway, we're still alive in the pick 4. Another chalk. Moving on to race 12. Had the 210 in the pick 4 going. Had him rated 10-2-1, 6-5-8. Came in 10-1-2-8. Was good enough for the exacta, try, and super. Top rated horse on top. He was the favorite. My third rated horse ran second, Jackson Berlow. He was went off at pretty high odds because, of course, he was going out of an 8-claimer into condition race, so you know they don't bet on him because he's been going off at bomb prices the last 3 starts, but he's been racing like a brute. But 4-claimer, 8-claimer, 1 and 8-claimer last start, but they're not going to bet him in here. But he rated for me third. The formula came up with his number being third. So anyway, caught the exacta for 53.60, had the try for 149.60, and the super paid 369 with the top rated horse on top, and still alive in the pick 4s. Moving on to the last race. Was live in the pick 4 with 3 horses, 1, 6, and 10. I had them rated 1, 10, 6, 8, 4, 3. They weren't paying that big, of course, because all 3 chalks won the other 3 legs. Second rated, wait, let's go back. Top rated, second rated, top rated, my numbers. And then in the last leg, it came in 10-8-1. So the 10 horse win it, caught the pick 4, paid $75, wasn't too bad. Not bad at all. For those other 3 legs, the 10 horse went off 6-1, my second rated horse. He beat my 4th rated horse, who ran second, the 8, and then my top rated horse ran third. There was nice payoffs here on the exact and tries. Nice payouts. 108.40 on the exacta, and 254 on the try. Nice payout. And the pick 4 paid $75. So, cashed pretty decent in the last race, along with the pick 4 ticket. And that's the way it went. Don't know about the high 5 because I didn't write down the 4th and 5th horses. Don't even know who was 4th or 5th. Didn't pay no attention. I don't know if I had it or not. Maybe I didn't. But in my numbers. But was happy with the try and the exacta. So that's how it went tonight at Balmoral Park. A lot of top-rated winners, second-rated winners. Caught some decent gimmicks. but got burned out of several gimmicks. Boy, those hurt. Oh, and got burned in that pick 5. 4 out of 5, 3 times. $2,000 it paid. Yeah, what are you going to do? So anyway, gentlemen, that'll do it for tonight. It was a long recap. Had a lot to talk about, I guess. I'm going to get to bed now. Get up in the morning, do tomorrow's Balmoral numbers. See what happens tomorrow night. So, if I have time, I'll be on tomorrow night with a recap. But if I don't, I'll catch you next time around, gentlemen. Take it easy and have a nice Sunday. Go to church. Say a prayer for some people that need it. Take care. Bye-bye.